This is Kolette Easy, and you are listening to the Koolbreeze Experience.
Hello, Toronto. Hello, Toronto. Good afternoon. The Koolbreeze is here. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Kolette Easy to Radioregent broadcast facilities in downtown Toronto. My name is Curtis Anthony. Welcome, Kolette Easy. Thanks for the opportunity to talk to you on the Koolbreeze Experience. We're going to talk about your evolution. We're going to talk about your vision, your mission of your music. Koolbreeze is here to chronicle the vibe and magnify your brilliance. Welcome, my dear.
Welcome. Thank you so much for having me back. I'm so happy to be here.
You're welcome. Oh my goodness. You hit me with 2 tracks today. I almost, beside myself, I almost fell off the chair. I want to dance and stomp up on the like I'm in Studio 54 or something. The disco, this is great. That hold on and hanging. Oh, incredible. I can't wait to get the full album. But before we get into the meat of things, how have you been?
I've been great.
Yeah.
I've been on a wonderful journey. Some hills and valleys, ups and downs, but it's been awesome.
That's what I like to hear. That is
Yeah,
great.
It's been awesome. Everything's been a blessing.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's a normal day for you outside of music like?
A normal day outside of music, work.
Okay.
I gotta work. I gotta eat.
Yes.
Right. So right now I got the normal 9 to 5. You know, normal 9 to 5. But it's like music is not a 9 to 5 too.
Right.
Especially lately, getting prepared for the album and the album launch. You know, so it's been a lot of activity.
Good. Take a few minutes, if you would, to talk about your childhood and where you grew up.
Oh my goodness, my childhood. Well, part of it was spent in Jamaica, which is my background.
Okay.
And I wasn't born there. I was actually born here, but But then I went to Jamaica, and I grew up in Jamaica. So I left Jamaica when I was young, and I came up to Toronto, and I'm a West End girl.
I'm West End too.
I'm a West End girl. I'm from the hood. not that deep in the hood, but
right.
So I had a great childhood. I'm the only girl out of 3 boys, so I was quite spoiled. I'm a mama's girl. I have
Protective.
to admit, very
Layers.
protective. Yes, very protective.
Nice.
Yeah, but I had a great childhood coming up. You know, learned a lot and
good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I know I don't want to forget this. Tell me, what's so special about your CD this time around?
Oh my God, it's special because, again, I'll go back to the journey.
Right.
And it was a journey to get here. And I think every track on the album reflects that. Because a lot of them, they're pieces that were written at different moments in time throughout the journey.
Okay.
Right? I have some lyrics that I wrote when I was really young.
Right.
And I've just brought them to life now. Right? So a lot of the lyrics reflect a lot of what I went through during that time up to now.
Right.
You know, so it's been quite the evolution, and I'm very proud.
Nice. What's your concept of composition when you write those songs I heard today? Love it.
It's just experience. It's experience. And I have a co-writer too, Mr. David Myers, who's in studio with me. It's my boy.
David
my
Myers.
bestie. Yeah.
Oh,
he's a lyrical genius.
Yes.
What I like to call him.
Okay.
So he's contributed to the album as well, and I'm so proud of him. And we've been on this musical thing for years, him and I.
Okay.
So to finally see it kind of come to fruition,
nice,
is just awesome.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Well, tell us, where did your love and passion come from, and how did that influence your style as a musician?
My love and passion for music, especially soul music. I love me some soul music. It just does something to me, right?
I'm feeling it.
And and that just started when I was really young. I always tell the story of my brother, who is also a producer, but he started out back in the day as a DJ.
Okay.
And I used to hear him spinning those 12 inches and those 45s in his room.
Yeah.
So I was like, yes. And that's kind of how I got exposed to the music and exposed to the old school.
Nice.
Right? So that's kind of how I learned. I would sing along to the tracks.
Mm.
And that's kind of how I discovered, I kind of have a voice here.
Right.
You know, so that's where it started. That's
Okay.
where it started.
What was your break turning point that accelerate your growth with music?
My turning point. I think my turning point came when I actually started singing house music. Believe it or not.
Wow.
I used to sing like deep
House.
underground, like
I love that groove.
CC Peniston, Robin S, like that kind of deep underground house. And that's when I discovered I could incorporate the soul
Yeah.
to the house music, right?
Okay.
And then I was like, I want to do this.
Right.
Right? So Dave and I, we were journeying to the studio. Like every Sunday we drive to Pickering.
Yeah.
There was a studio out in Pickering that we used to go to religiously.
Right.
Right? And just sing my heart out. And then I went to art school and I studied a whole complete different genre of music theater, classical opera, whole different genre, but I loved it because it was part of my education.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And I learned the technique behind singing and music and theory and all of that.
Right.
So, yeah.
I remember the first time we saw you perform at the Jazz Bistro with Kojak, Johnny Boy Fraser's band, and it was pointed out to me from DVD for the Air Candy show. She said, Kolette Easy has a very unique voice, and it didn't hit me that time because I'm into the instruments,
Right.
the bass, the drum, and I get absorbed with that, and then I start finally to sit down and listen to what the voice, the tone, of the range, and everything. I go, wow, yeah. I was just blown away by that, and then I spoke to a good friend of mine. He's the VP of Treasure Rocks Records in Pennsylvania, Darryl Gibbs.
Right. Yes.
And he said, Koolbreeze, I'd like to work with Kolette Easy because you could do so many different things with her voice. He says it was just, and this was a year and a half ago, and you spoke to him on the phone today.
Yes, I just spoke to him, yeah.
Yeah, he was amazing man. He
yes.
played with the Crown Heights Affair,
Yeah,
Made in
yeah.
USA, and Tony Aiken Band, and so many bands,
Right,
wrote, composed, and
Genius.
yes, saxophone player. We love this guy, and yeah. So people are just, because of the experience show, the Koolbreeze experience, people in the States are getting more climatized with what we have. I have people calling me and texting me from the United States. I didn't know you have that kind of talent.
Right?
We do, but
a lot of hidden talent here in Toronto.
but here's the problem. The big networks like a certain kind of people all the time.
All the time.
From the jazz, I can't knock them, and this and the classical.
Right.
But when I came to Radioregent 2.5 years ago, I said, there's a big void, and I didn't like it. It hurt my heart to see this kind of talent not put on display.
Right.
You dig?
Yes.
And I had to do something about it. I said, I love the music passionately. I'm not just going to play music. I study my broadcast, research on everything, and I'm going to put them in a different light, man.
Yes.
And people are loving you guys local to global, because I see the hits when I play,
Yes.
and when I post anything on Facebook.
Yes.
It's
and we thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Like, honestly, we thank you for
Yes.
providing that outlet for
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
artists who virtually go unknown sometimes.
Yes, I had
Right?
an artist come in, and I asked him. He went to the big, huge network. I said, "How was that interview?" He said, "Ask me the same question you asked. Cookie cutter questions, 15 questions, with no research on me. How could that do justice to an artist?" So I went deep down in the vault and studied all the masters, and I said, "I'm gonna bring some heat,
Yes.
and I'm gonna help make Radioregent. They're gonna take us seriously, and
Seriously,
they're starting to be
yes.
getting a lot of respect and response and that kind of thing."
Yes.
But
That's awesome.
tell us about some of your musical milestones.
Oh, my musical milestones.
I know you probably have lots of them.
And lots more to come, I suppose.
Yeah.
I guess one of my milestones would have been the journey that I took in Asia for 7 years.
7 years?
Yeah, I lived traveled and toured in Asia.
Okay.
So I went to a whole bunch of places that I never even heard of
Right.
before in life.
Okay.
I went to Singapore,
Right.
Vietnam,
Whoa.
Thailand, China, Japan, Indonesia. And that's where I really developed my skills as an entertainer, because I love to entertain.
Yes, that's an education right there.
Oh
Traveling.
My God, yes,
Wow.
yes. But every night I was hitting the stage, you know. So singing and to hit the stage every night, I was just having the time of my life.
Let me ask you something. How do the people respond to you in that part of the world?
With so much love and positivity and appreciation.
Yeah.
There's so many barriers in terms of the culture, the language, never mind.
Right.
The language, but it doesn't matter because music is universal,
That's right.
right? It doesn't matter. Music is a language all in itself
Right.
that everybody can understand.
Okay.
And they just love it. And I say that, I mean, the people, no matter where I go, no matter what culture I visited,
Yeah.
people just responded with nothing but positivity,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it was I met some amazing people.
Yeah,
Amazing
that's
people.
great.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we had you on the show, I played some of your music, and some of my fans, close friends, asked me, "Who's Kolette Easy? Never heard of her." I said, "Well, when I'm done showcasing Kolette Easy, you gonna find out." They go, "What a voice!" Oh, we love it. We love it down here. Kolette, tell me, when you're on stage performing, and the crowd gives you that energy and give them back, and take us to that place.
I can't. I can't take you. You know
No,
why?
right.
Because it's like, it's undescribable.
Okay.
I'll try to describe it.
Right.
But for me,
Mhm.
stage is my happy place.
Okay.
Like, I just love being on stage and I love to give what I got.
Yes.
Right? There
Yes.
could be 2 people in the room or
Mhm.
there could be 400.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to give you what I got.
Mhm.
You know? Because just singing just brings out something in me.
Right.
I don't know what it is. It just
Okay.
does, right?
Right.
So when I'm on stage, I just have so sometimes it's almost like an out of body experience. I know that sounds
Yes.
a little like,
No.
it sounds deep and it sounds a little like people are probably like, whatever. But it's true.
I get that. I get that in the studio.
Right,
So I'm
you
with you.
know,
I
like
get that
when
in
you
the
have
studio.
a passion for something,
The love
and
and
you can
craft.
you can exude that.
It is unbelievable.
It's-
Money can't buy that. It's hard to
Can't.
explain.
Right?
Yeah.
Because now that I'm preparing for the release, and I have a band who's
Yes.
accompanying me,
Yeah.
and to hear my songs come to life, right?
Magic.
In a live
Magic.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then I start singing with the songs. It takes me to a different plateau.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
it's it's like stage is just my happy place.
Yes. Yeah.
It's totally my happy place.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the collaboration and production like working with Eddie Boone?
Oh my gosh. Eddie, I call him my musical savior.
Yeah.
Because meeting Eddie was not an accident.
Yes.
And when, that moment in time that I met Eddie was also not an accident. It was
Okay.
a total divine connection, right?
Mhm.
Because this has been a music in the making, and I've worked with a lot of different producers, and I had to go through that and go through those people and go through those stages in life to get to Eddie Bullen
Right.
at
Right.
that moment in time,
Right.
right? Because Eddie is just like, he's a different kind of human being,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
He's just so positive and so talented but yet so humble.
And that's hard to find.
Like
that
you
combination.
would, right? Like
Yeah.
you would never think
Yeah.
that a man who's done so much and
Yeah.
worked with so many people he's just so humble. Like you would just never know. Like we'd just be in a conversation, he'd just drop something on me like, yeah, I produced that album for SWV. I'm like, what? You know, just like these amazing artists that I would just love to just, you know, meet or work with, or just legends
Right.
that he's worked with.
Yeah.
But you don't know that because he's so humble about what he does.
Right.
But he's not just a producer. He's like, every time that I went into the studio with Eddie, it wasn't just about me going in to make a song.
Okay.
It was about educating me.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
every session was an educational session because we talk about the music business, you know, and he'd give me lashes. He'd say, Kolette, I'm going to lash you today. And what that really was, it's like, I wasn't leaving that studio until I did my ultimate best.
Okay.
Right?
Nice.
He would never let me get off the hook because he knew what I was capable of. And he'd like say, bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it.
That's some serious punishment.
Right?
Yeah.
But it was good. It was
good.
it was all so positive, and he was just really, really invested in me.
Yeah.
He really invested in me.
Yeah.
He went
Nice.
above and even now he's going above and beyond the call of duty, to help me with this project,
Yes.
our project I like to call it, because he really invested a lot of time and energy into this because he knows my love for what I do, and I highly respect him.
Nice.
Highly.
Nice.
Yes.
Now, who did you admire musically when you were coming up?
All the old school greats. Yeah, like I just love I love obviously Aretha Franklin.
Queen.
I love Shaka Khan.
Oh.
I love Stephanie Mills. I love Tina Marie.
Oh.
I love oh goodness, why is her name escaping me right now? But her vocal cords are just unreal.
Whitney Houston?
Oh, well, yes, of course. She's a little obscure. A lot of people don't really know her. I can't. Her name escapes me right now. But just just all of James Brown, just from a performance aspect. Like,
Yes. Yes.
I just love all those artists from back in the day.
Right.
Because they just absolutely no disrespect to music now,
Right.
absolutely none. But that's where the music is coming from.
Yeah, and
right?
you honed your craft, and you had to prove yourself, and you had to bring the real heat.
You had to bring the heat. You had to bring the heat.
Some of the stuff I'm hearing today, it's deplorable. It's nerve-wracking. A lot of it is good, but too much of machines and hype and all this madness behind it, and it's.
And I guess it's good for the young people.
Yes.
It is what it is for today's generation, which
Yeah.
is just cool,
Yeah.
And a lot of young people can appreciate the music from back in the day, which is great.
Yes, which is good. Yeah.
So.
Is there anything in your musical journey that helped you keep you grounded and humble, Kolette?
I'm gonna say anyone, and that would be Dave. Dave Myers, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He a lot of moments when I was like, I can't do it anymore. Get it together. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So he's always been sort of my support system along the way.
Okay.
Right, and I really love and appreciate him for that. And my mom's always been my supporter.
Okay.
One of my number one supporters.
Mom's always there in your corner.
always has my back. And I'm just very humble about all that I do, especially with the music. I'm so blessed.
Right.
And I just kind of owe it all to the creator. I don't I do.
Right.
I do owe it all to him, and every single day I give thanks. When I'm on stage and I'm singing and I give thanks.
Yes.
Yes. I give thanks because I feel highly blessed and very fortunate for the gift that he's given me, and then I'm able to share that.
Yes. Wonderful. Kolette, where can fans find you on social media platforms?
KoletteEasy.com is my website.
Okay.
Facebook, my artist page is Kolette Easy Sings, Sings.
Okay.
And Instagram, Kolette Easy. Twitter, Kolette Easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all your regular social media
Stuff.
outlets.
And tell us about this debut CD release.
Okay, well, happening June 23rd, Believe, which is the name of the album, will be debuting on Saturday, and it's going to be held at Trius and AIM, Trius plus AIM, and that's at 270 Browns Line in Etobicoke. And it's actually it's a wonderful thing because it's also an event space that my brother is part owner in, so I'm very proud of him. Good. So it's kind of, we're doing like a duo, but it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. Eddie Bullen is going to be joining me on keys.
Nice.
Yes.
Good company there.
Yes. So I'm super excited. We're going to have an 8-piece band, and we're going to do some tracks off the album, and it's going to be live.
Yes, I'm just liking this new direction and dimension with the tracks I heard from this album here. It's, then it's different from the Cold Jack to this, because I'm getting the soulful. I love the Cold Jack era, and I'm liking this groove here, and it brings a lot of energy and so on, and the fans gonna love it. I guarantee you.
There's some great tracks on the album, So
Yeah.
please pick
Yeah.
it up.
We're gonna
Pick it up. Official release date June 23rd.
and you can hear those tracks on the Air Candy show 3 to 5 every Friday with Air Candy DVD, and you will hear it on the Koolbreeze Experience show every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. You know, we're number one for independent artists, thanks to people like you.
Yes.
When I was starting out my show, you humbly came on and gave a good interview and tell the stories of the passion of your craft, and we love that. And we had to upgrade the business cards and some of the things because we're really pushing this thing forward. I want independent artists to know that they have a home to come to at Radioregent.
Yes.
And the time you drop a CD or anything, just get in touch with us and we will make magic happen for you.
Yes, thank you so much once again. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, thank you for providing this
Yes.
platform and the support always. We
Yeah.
really appreciate you and
Yes.
appreciate the show and appreciate all you do. And
Yes.
DVD, we
Yes.
appreciate you, we love you.
Thank-
So thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Yeah.
Kolette. It's an amazing energy you bring to this. When I played that song and you and I were dancing in the studio and you think there's a party going on, but
Yeah,
that's
we were jamming over here, people.
yeah,
Yes.
that's the kind of energy the Koolbreeze provides. And anything you want to plug in before you go off? Shout out to fans, family, anything? Get it out there.
Yeah, I just want to shout out to Eddie if he's listening. I love you. Shout out to my mom. She's actually hosting a tea party today, or else she would be listening.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my supporters, my
Yes.
friends, my family. Thank you guys so much for the love, and please support the album.
Yes.
I would really appreciate that. Just thank you. I feel blessed.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Oh, it's been so much
Been an absolute pleasure,
It's
as
been-
always,
having-
Koolbreeze.
Yes, thank you so much. And